Welcome to today's video on how to get started with organic dropshipping in 2025. I'm going to teach you step by step on how you can grow from scratch. My name is Haley Puritron. I've been dropshipping for a while now. In the last 2.5 months, I've done over $55,000 in sales, all thanks to online business. Now, if you have a phone, there's so many opportunities that you can use right now. There's no better time than now to start dropshipping. The market with dropshipping continues to grow every single year. And now with AI involved, it just gets easier and easier. But today we're gonna talk about the basics that you would need to learn all by yourself. Dropshipping continues to change so many lives financially, including mine. So here I am, I'm gonna be teaching you exactly what I've done and how you can do it too. If I can do it, I don't see why you couldn't either. So today I'm gonna teach you how to build a store, how to find winning products, where to market, and how to make sales. Now, because this is online, there's absolutely no cap as to how much money that you can make. It all depends on you and the quality of your content and your product. I'm gonna teach you how to do this without paying for ads, and you don't really even need a lot of capital to start. So by the end of this video, you should have all the information you need to know to start on your own. So if you don't know what dropshipping is, it's very simple. It's buying a product from a source that is very cheap, utilizing that product in the best way possible to show on social media, and then pricing it for a higher price on your store. But margin is totally up to you, whatever you think the product is actually worth and what people could actually pay for it. And once you make sales, you don't even have to touch the product to reach the customer. It goes straight from the manufacturer to the customer's house. So basically, if I were to take a product for $10, I would list it on my website for $34.99. And every sale that I make, I would make at least $25. All I would have to do is pay for the inventory at the cheapest price, and then it gets manufactured and sent out from that manufacturer to the customer's house, which means no physical labor, no paying for labels, no paying for packaging. All I have to do is have a phone and make videos. Okay, now before we build a store, I always make sure that I find a really good product. Product is everything. Product is pretty much like 80% of if you're going to make a lot of sales or not. Now, I truly believe that you can make sales from any single product out there in the market. It just depends if the product is good enough, if you're gonna make a lot of sales or a little bit of sales, but do your product research. Product research is the biggest and most essential part of dropshipping itself. I'm going to be making a lot of explanatory videos on how you can make very viral videos, how to find winning products, and everything else that you need to know about dropshipping. But since this is the basics, we're gonna stick to the basics. So there's so many ways on how you can find good products, but I like to use AliExpress. And if you're even more of a beginner, you can even make a burner account on TikTok and Instagram. Searching for keywords like TikTok made me buy it, drop shipping products, or even keywords that you think a certain niche or a certain product would have the certain criteria that you like. Now, because product is everything, it's not as easy as just picking the first product. You really have to do your thorough research about which product to pick, because you're gonna be spending a lot of time, a lot of effort into trying to make this product go viral. You definitely don't want it to be a bad product, otherwise it's just not gonna go viral. It's not gonna give you a really good dropshipping experience, and you're not gonna make a lot of money. Choose very carefully your product. The best criteria I can give you for choosing a product is, does it solve a problem? Does it have a wow factor? How passionate is the niche? Would I buy it? And price point is also very good. If it's a gimmicky product and just doesn't seem to have a lot of quality to it, it's gonna be harder for you to charge a lot of money and have those good margins, whereas something that's priced very low but is a very high quality product that you could see yourself buying for even just a little bit more than what you got it for. Those are the kinds of products that I look for, and it does take time. Sometimes it takes hours in scrolling, hours, days, even a month, and just testing products all the time until you finally hit one that really works. Either pick a product that interests you the most, or pick a niche that interests you the most that you know a lot about, because you can always change that later. Once you've picked your product, you have it in hand, you're ready to get started, make your accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube to get it all primed and ready. So when the product comes, you have everything set up for you. Now let's say the product is really big in the car niche. I would optimize my For You page on TikTok and on Instagram that is all about cars, or the clientele that would purchase my product. If it's a girly product, I would only have my For You page full of girly things, girly videos, girly nails, girly hair, anything that would apply to my customer. I want to be my customer. So let's just say now I have the product in hand. This is my product, okay? Celsius, energy drinkers. Who would drink energy? Who's gonna do it? Well, there's a lot of people in workforce, there's a lot of people in the gym, there's a lot of people that generally just like to tweak on fucking caffeine. Essentially, I'm gonna choose one of those niches and just really niche it down even more. So let's just say for gym people, I'm gonna make my For You page and everything about this catered towards people who drink energy at the gym. Now I'm gonna take my phone, I'm gonna always be making sure that I'm filming on the highest quality possible. Not only does your product need to be high quality, but your videos need to come out just as high quality. No one's gonna buy from you if you have terrible videos and it does not translate well with the product. So I keep it at, I always make sure that it's at 4K 60 right here. And bottom line, make sure your camera screen is wiped. Make sure this is wiped, okay? Wipe it every 5 minutes if you have to. You do not want to have a blurry lens. Go through the pain of having to film, have a blurry lens,
and have that ruin the video.
Okay, now I'm ready to get started. The basics of filming and how to go viral, I'm gonna go way more in depth of how to do that. But to get started, just make sure everything is center, okay? I don't want to have the product off center. I wanna make sure it has really good lighting behind me. So the lighting is hitting the product perfectly. Natural sunlight is the best for this. But as long as I keep everything center, my movements very slow and steady, changing the camera angles, and all this would total into about maybe a 12-minute video of just doing different movements. And the best thing about this is that I don't have to show my face. It's all about the product. I'll twist it, I'll turn it, I'll do as much as I can as possible with the product. Certain products, they have more wow factor and more things that you can do with it. Because this is a stationary product where I can only show it to you, all I can do is make the product look really good. Here's another thing, make sure your background makes sense. If I'm trying to cater towards people in the gym who drink energy drinks, I'm gonna go to the gym, set up a stand, set up my tripod, and film the product in there. Make sure you have good lighting, but make sure the background makes sense. Also give it some depth. Don't put it up against a wall. That's not interesting, that's not entertaining enough. Give it some depth. Have the entire gym behind you and the product close enough that the camera kind of blurs a little bit in the background, just like this would. The focus is right here. I'm keeping everything center. Another layer to this is really good hooks and captions. The first 2 seconds of every video is so important. This is whether people stay for your video or they instantly scroll. So make sure that the hook is something very visual, like either bringing it from the front to the back, like that was a visual hook. I'm capturing your attention by doing this. That's a visual hook. Or bringing this in from the side. Look at that. I'm capturing your attention with this movement. And then caption is also very important. You don't want to just say, love the gym. Who's gonna care, who's gonna share, who's gonna do anything with that? They're not gonna buy from that. It has to be something a little bit more extravagant, something that would make someone go, what? And stop and stare and read. Who works out of the gym for 5 hours straight? I don't know, but maybe if you're tweaked out on caffeine, that could be a good hook. That would make someone share it. That would make people comment. There's so many ways that you can target other people with the words that you're saying. And then always make sure that the music you choose is on beat with every clip you show. The movement matches. If it's a fast-paced sound, make sure that your movements are fast-paced. If it's a slow-paced sound, slow your movements down and keep the video within 8 to 10 seconds. I wouldn't make it any longer than that unless there's a reason or a purpose, but this is just so people can watch the entire thing. That's what will push the video out more in the TikTok and Instagram algorithm. The reason I care so much about TikTok and Instagram is because those are the highest converting platforms that you can entertain organically and get a lot of people to buy from your website without you having to say anything other than getting a viral video. Now let's say I did everything. I've been posting 2 to 3 times a day on all platforms. I keep going until I get a viral video. So I go to Shopify, and right now you can make a Shopify store for $1 for 3 months. Okay, you don't need an LLC, you don't need any business criteria. You can sign up as your own person. You can sign up as yourself. It just needs to show the product very cleanly, very straight to the point, and your margins need to be at least 50%. Now this is what you should see, a blank slate. The home will show you your dashboard, orders will show you who's ordered, what they ordered, products, it'll give you all the products that you have, all variants, everything. All of this doesn't really matter except for the analytics, which will show you over time, once you do make sales, everything you need to know about your store. You wanna build a website and always link the product link, not like the homepage link, but the product link to your Instagram, to your TikTok, whatever it is. If you're only selling one product, this is the product, I can try and make my website name Celsius.com or Jim Celsius, whatever title I gave my Instagram, TikTok, all my social media platforms, whatever name that is, I'm gonna make sure my email matches. I'm gonna make sure that my domain matches as well. Now the domain is usually about like $11 in a year. So very, very inexpensive. So you would go to settings, then you would go to domains and link your domain. It takes up to 24 hours for the domain to be approved by Shopify. So first thing, get your domain on GoDaddy, put it into the settings in domain. It's time to start raking in the sales. Now, since I told you that I got a viral video, and that's the reason why I started my Shopify store, all you kind of have to do from there is just sit back, watch the sessions, look at your CVR, see how people are interacting with your website. If you're not converting, it's either a problem with your website, a problem with your content, or a problem with your product. Now let's say you made some sales, you're so excited, you priced the product at a decent enough price to make a good enough margin. There are so many different platforms that you can source your product from. I would always just make sure to reverse Google image search and see who can supply it. I'll purchase the app, let's say Auto De-essers, through Shopify. So that way it automatically connects to my Shopify and I don't have to do all of that work myself. With a platform like Auto De-essers, anytime you make a sale, you have to purchase the product from them in order for them to fulfill the order. Make sure that you have very clear policies on your website, like a return policy, refund policy, tracking and shipping policies, customer care and privacy policies. And then depending on my product, sometimes I do like to do bundle deals. If you purchase more, you get it at a discount. This just gives more incentive for people to buy more. I can teach you exactly how to start a Shopify store from scratch. Right now, this isn't my goal. Shopify is like one of the least of your worries. So now that I've taught you guys how to find products, the basics of building your store, how to go viral, how to make viral content, how to have good quality content, all you have to do is keep improving just a little bit every day. Try to make your videos just a little bit better. Try to make your website just a little bit better. Start learning different things that you can implement into your dropshipping stores. Yeah, from this point on, you're just gonna continue building. You're gonna continue building your store, adding better photos, better gifts, better words to use, constantly improve every single day. How can I make this look more branded? How can I make this look more professional, better than it already is? Just keep improving and upgrading every single day. It not only teaches you how to be really good at marketing online, on social media organically, but it teaches you the basics before you get into stuff like ads. You can't get discouraged right away because this is not a game for the weak, but once you learn everything, it gets easier. With time, it gets easier. Things just get so much easier once you've learned all the beginning steps. The beginning is always the hardest. It doesn't matter what business you get into. Just take my word for it. If you have the stamina and you know that you can make something happen and make it work, welcome to my channel. Stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you guys so much more information on how I was able to make it work for myself. There's so many moving parts that need to happen before you can just hit and make $100,000 in a month. Now, like I said, I'm going to be making so many more videos on specific topics on how to do organic dropshipping. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, or any comments, concerns, anything, please comment. I do read all of the comments. I'm here to help. I'm not here to gatekeep any information. You need to fail. You need to learn the basics. But if you guys have any questions or any specific things that you want me to talk about in my future videos, please comment them down below. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for all the videos I'm going to be making about this topic in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.